Hello dear students, welcome back to your chemistry class. We have studied about matter, that it exists in three different states, that they are solid, liquid and gas. We have studied about solids, the properties of solid also. Hope you have understand this. Now let us move towards the next topic, that is liquid. So we will study about the properties of liquid. So the first point is given: liquids have no definite shape but have fixed volume. It means, like in solid we have studied about the example of brick, that wherever we keep, whether on the table, whether or any place, it will be having the same shape, means the shape will not be changed. But if you will consider the liquids, it will be considered as it doesn't have a fixed shape but they have fixed volume. How we can explain this topic? How we can? So the thing is, just take the liquid. The easiest example is water. So if you will take water in a glass, so what shape you will see? It will occupy the shape of the glass. You will see the shape that the water is having, the shape of the glass. Now you take that glass of water and pour it in a bottle. Now what will be the shape? It means it will acquire the shape of the bottle. It means the shape is not fixed. Wherever you are keeping, like a glass, then a bottle, and now even you pour it in a bucket. So what happens? The shape is continuously changing. It means it takes the shape of the container. It is not fixed. Like brick, if you will keep it in a bucket or on a table, it will be the same. But if you will take the water, it will take the shape of the container in which it has been kept. So that means liquids doesn't have definite shape but it have fixed volume. How we can consider that it is having fixed volume? You can consider it like, suppose you have taken 100 ml of water in a glass. Now if you will pour it in the bottle, whether you have taken 1 liter of bottle, but the water kept in the bottle will be only 100 ml. It means the volume in the glass is also 100 ml and the volume of water in the bottle is also 100 ml. Even if you say just pour the same water into a bucket, it will acquire the shape of the bucket, but the volume doesn't change. It doesn't mean that in the bucket, if you have poured, the volume will increase. No, it will never increase. It means the volume in the glass, it is 100 ml. Whether you keep it in the bottle, it will be 100 ml, and if you just pour it into the bucket, it will be having the fixed. It means it doesn't have fixed shape but have fixed volume. Now let us move towards the second point. The space between the particle is intermediate. Like, if you remember, in solid, you have seen that molecules or the particles are tightly packed. But if you will see the molecules present in the liquid, because we have just taken a drop of water is a liquid state, and when you will see the molecules of the liquid, if you will see, there are not tightly packed. They are having the empty spaces as compared to the solid. It is having the more empty spaces between the particles. And why it is considered as intermediate? Because it is in the middle. When you will consider the particles of gases, it is very far away. So that is why the space between the particles is intermediate. Next is, we have studied that between the two particles, the force of attraction, also intermolecular forces of attraction has been applied. And that is why we have studied in solid that the intermolecular forces of attraction is the maximum. Why maximum? Because the particles are tightly packed, they are much closer to each other, and that is why the attraction force which has been applied is maximum. But if you will consider the liquid, the molecules are not that much tightly packed as compared to the solid. They are little bit having the spaces, and that is why the forces, intermolecular forces of attraction which has been applied is lesser as compared to the solid. That is why, but it is more than the gases. So that is why the force of attraction between the particle is intermediate. The next point is the movement of the particle is intermediate. Like in solid we have studied, because the intermolecular space is very less, or you can say negligible, so they are not able to move or very in a slight manner you can say that they are just vibrating on their places, but here in the liquid they are having little bit more spaces as compared to the solid, so they are able to move. But yes, the movement is again intermediate, means it is between the solid and the gases. Next is rate of diffusion is more than solid. Rate of diffusion, we have already studied that the intermixing of different particles. That is why we have studied about also in the sugary solution, that we have taken a glass of water and mixing the sugar solution. So if you will consider water as in liquid state, it is having more empty spaces as compared to the solid. So that is why the sugar crystal, when dissolve into water, they just occupy the spaces between the liquid, because that particles of sugar has been very considered as small and they occupy the empty spaces which has been present in the water, and water is in liquid state. So rate of diffusion is more than the solid. So this is about the properties of liquid. Hope you all understand well.